Thank you, Aishwarya, for those details. Appreciate you joining us. Moving on, Bangalore-based tech distribution and logistics platform Ripplr has raised $40 million in a Series B round of funding. The round was led by Fireside Ventures. The fundraising also saw participation from new investors Bikaji and Neo Foods, along with existing investors 314 Capital, Zephyr Peacock, and Japanese conglomerate Sojitz Corporation. To talk to us about the road ahead at Ripplr, joining me now is its co-founder Abhishek Nehru. Also joining us is my colleague Arundathi. Abhishek, many thanks for joining us on Startup Street and congratulations on the fundraise. I believe the round also witnessed debt participation from Stride Ventures, Ulterior Capital, Northern Arc Investments and Trifecta Capital. Can you tell us of the $40 million, how much was equity and how much was debt? Also with this fundraise, what is the current valuation of the company?
Thanks, Shruti and Arundathi, to have me on this show. Firstly, I would like to thank all my incoming new investors, Fireside Ventures, for leading this round. Mr. Deepak Agarwal, who is the promoter of Bikaji Foods, who invested, did a minor investment on his personal capacity, and Mr. Adarsh Jalan from Neo Food. All our present investors have also, participated in this round. That shows the kind of confidence they have in our business. Secondly, on the equity and the debt split, we have raised $28 million in equity, and the balance $12 million comes from the debt, venture debt companies. About valuation, we feel that valuation is a vanity metrics. Even though we are happy our valuation has been growing year on year, but we don't focus. We feel that profitability is the reality. So our focus is to grow profitability and become profitability very, fast and consistently grow. So that's how we are right now.
All right. Now you've raised the $40 million. Take us through the fund allocation plans. What markets are you eyeing for expansion? And also talk to us about any new offerings that you might have in the pipeline.
Absolutely, Arundathi. So we have been growing exponentially for the last 4 years, going deep in the South India. Our next leg of growth will come from the North and the West zone. That's what we are planning to scale up. That market is almost 4 to 5 times of South zone of India. So that's our next focus. Secondly, we have built a network for our supply chain, a network and a platform for supply chain. So we will be also scaling up our supply chain business aggressively. So our new offerings obviously will go deep with our DaaS, which is distribution as a logistics, as a service, and also start expanding our supply chain platform and distribution. So that's how the new leg of growth will come in this organization.
Okay, all right. Abhishek, like you mentioned, Ripplr is a plug-and-play integrated distribution network that offers distribution as a service to brands. So share some use cases to explain what kind of efficiency you bring to your clients and how do you basically help them optimize supply chain inefficiencies? What is your tech edge?
Right. So in the last 4 years, Shruti, we have built a full stack platform, starting from, order management to the warehouse management, collection management. And this is a very well integrated, complete platform, which is very rarely available. Now, with this platform active for the last 3.5, 4 years, we have a lot of data on the platform. And with now predictive analysis, analytics, what we are able to do now is that optimize inventory. That means that keep the right inventory for the right market, and then optimize our orders, kind of take the right orders from the retailers and fulfill the right orders. Our fulfillment rates are going up, day on day, because we are able to keep the right inventory for the right market. And, with all the right products at the right time, we are even able to reduce our fulfillment cost and returns. So that's how the whole platform works on an integrated way. And the best part is that it's not only about the platform, you have to execute it. And we being a full stack distribution and supply chain company, we even execute that on the ground.
Right.
So that's the edge Ripplr has over others.
So that's the edge that you have over others. Now, you've grown exponentially in the last 4 years, scaled businesses across 12 cities, and Ripplr is also operationally profitable. So take me through the current business growth numbers and where do you see the next leg of growth coming from?
Yeah. So, as I have told that, we have been going deep in South. We plan to go deeper in South. At a broad level, if you see, it's a 200 by 2025 FMCG market in India will be a $200 billion market. We have just scratched the surface. So it's a huge scope across India. Secondly, we are going deep. Even if you look at the retailer basket size, we are even now 10 or 15% of a retailer basket size. So we plan to increase our retailer basket size, go deep in South India, and also scale up in West and North India. So that is the plan, how we will scale up. Secondly, you would see a lot of focus of the present government in reducing supply chain and making supply chain more efficient. So our platform is ready for that next level of growth in supply chain management and giving supply chain solutions, a full stack solution, which doesn't mean only a tech platform, also executed on the tech platform. So that's the next leg of growth.
All right. Okay. Abhishek, one final question. The Indian FMCG business is one of the fastest growing markets globally. There is an increasing focus on offline expansion that we see with D2C brands after they acquire a strong consumer franchise. How do you plan to further tap this high potential market? And if you can share some of your future growth targets.
All right. So, Shruti, we have built a deep network of distribution on our platform. Now, the biggest challenge once the D2C brands have taste some success online is that how do they go offline? So we help them go offline, solve their discovery and reach problem, which is the first biggest problem. So with our network deep into the South market, now we are expanding in North and South. We will help this brand go on the shelf, which is the biggest challenge, solve their discovery problem. And then after that, once the brand has tasted success online, they start scaling them offline. If you know, offline is still 70-75% of the market. And if you are able to solve their discovery problem, take them to the retail stores, and their product starts, moving off the shelf, then we can, scale them up across India. So that's how we plan to help D2C brands go online. Our D2C brands, a deep focus is on the D2C brands now. Because most of the brands are now planning to go offline, and we are the answers to take them offline and solve the discovery problem in the top 19-20 cities immediately.
Right. So your focus will be on D2C brands. All right, Abhishek, thank you so much for joining us on the show. But we're completely out of time, and we wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Shruti. Thank you, Arundathi.
On that note, it is time for us to head into a short break. But coming up on Investor Eye, homegrown venture capital fund, Chirate Ventures has concluded the fundraising for its first Chirate Growth Fund. We bring you all of those details on the other side. Stay tuned.